Hello everyone, David here. Welcome to the update video of the construction project at the Good Shepherd School in Gujranwala, Pakistan. As you know, I am the patron of the school there and have been for the past 3 years. So really and truly in this video, I want to change the focus of my thinking and your thinking about this project. I want to direct your thinking in a different direction about this project and what's happening. Yes, it's a construction project and we are extending the school to increase capacity from 450 students to 700, and for us it's a very large project. But really and truly, why are we doing this? Why is it so important? That's really what I want to talk about today. What we are actually doing is bringing hope to the Christian minority in Pakistan. And one of the ways in which we're doing this is by educating girls. Now, why is girls' education so important? That's actually a very good question. Why is girls' education so important? Well, let me suggest that where there is a certain demographic where they are in the majority of population, and the Christians are in a minority, particularly girls, particularly female Christians, they are vulnerable to exploitation and molestation, sexual molestation, unfortunately. Now, why is that? Well, I thought about this a lot over the past 2 years or so, and I think this is the reason. The question of where do we get our values from, that question becomes very important. Where does our culture come from? Another very important question. So these things generally come from our mothers. We learn these things at our mother's knee. It's generally our mothers and the women in our families that teach us our values and what our culture actually is. Now, if these values, our culture can be marred, if it can be destroyed, if it can be wiped out or removed altogether, this is a real problem. Now, we've seen this in my own country, in the UK. There is a certain demographic here which is molesting and denigrating the female population in my own country. And it's the same thing happens in any country where there is a certain demographic in the majority. It is always the girls that are targeted. This is why our focus is on girls' education, because it gives them a chance in life. It gives them an opportunity to be something, to get out of the likelihood of being trapped, by being enticed, by being pulled in a certain direction, through lies, through deceit. It gives them an opportunity to stand on their own feet in their own way. Because if you look at any country where girls and women have freedom to be who they are, that country thrives. If you look at Pakistan, girls and women in that country, generally speaking, are not free. That country, generally speaking, is not thriving. It has to be said because it's the truth. So part of that is because women and girls are not free. So when we give women freedom, the country thrives, the family thrives, and society thrives. This project is about giving hope and bringing about long-term change through the education of girls. Girls become women, they become mothers, they become aunties, they become vital in society, vital for bringing change. This is really what we are about in this project. So I want to thank you for watching so far. I want to now show you what's been happening on the project this week. So we'll start at the front in the street as we normally do. And as we go in, we'll see that the builders are hard at work, and we'll enter into the assembly hall, and we'll see that the ceilings are being done. Let's go down the corridor to the student entrance, where we see that there is work going on to the ceilings. And let's just turn around and go up the stairs to the first floor, where there's lots of work going on. So as we can see, as we get up the stairs and go down the corridor, there's not much to see really. That it's the main construction work has been done. It's all finishing work now, but we'll see that the light wells for the corridor have been created. You may have noticed light patches coming down from the ceiling. So as we go down the corridor, we'll see the new entrance to the existing building, where there's lots of work and modifications going on, as you can see. And we'll turn around and come back through down the corridor, and we'll see 3 of the new classrooms. One of them looks like it's nearly complete. One of them is having its ceiling done. One of them is having its floor done. So let's leave it here for now. As you can see, it's a very, very busy site, and there's an awful lot of work going on and a lot of work still to do. I would ask you to please stand with us in prayer. If you are seeing this video and you are not already praying for us, please consider praying for us and standing with us in prayer. This project is a generational change project that we are trying to achieve here. Through your prayers, through this essentially small project, in, as it were, in a wider scheme of things, it's a small building in Gujranwala. This can be the start of a huge change for the Christian minority in Pakistan, but also potentially for the wider majority population, through getting Christians into the higher levels of society, particularly girls, where they can be salt and light in their communities and their environments. So please, will you consider standing in prayer with us? And after praying, if you feel moved to help in any way, then perhaps you can buy some bricks, sponsor a few bags of cement or tiles. Each brick is essentially a symbol of hope. Hope through bricks, hope through education. This project is about creating hope in the wider community. Yes, I have focused on girls because girls are very important for the reasons that I've already said. But of course we are educating our boys as well. I haven't said much about our boys because boys can generally look after themselves. But again, it's very important that our boys get educated as well, so they too can rise in society. They too can also be salt and light in the male environment. So thank you for watching. Please consider helping and supporting us in this project. Let's bring hope to girls in particular through education in Pakistan. And also let's get these boys educated too and give them strong legs to stand on in their society. Also, one of the other things that we're doing in the Good Shepherd School is giving support to orphans and children whose parents cannot afford school fees. There is no free education in Pakistan. We do have a sponsorship program for these children. So please do consider standing with us in prayer, and after praying, if you sense that God is leading you to step in and help us, then please contact me. Send a message through whichever platform you are seeing this video on. I will be more than happy to help you. So God bless you, and I will see you in the next update video.